Now, I tell you what, we are back in the building, and I'm telling you, welcome back, but I am super excited because there's always something going on, right? Team No Excuses presents the Ray Lewis Show. If this is your first time, buckle up. If you're coming back every week, we appreciate you. Sugar's in the building, and I got a special thing that we're adding to the show. And the person that I'm adding this special segment for, the person is special. I mean, magical. I mean, every time, and he's been on the show before, but every time you saw this guy on a football field, every time I was around him, his energy was just special. And when you saw him on a football field, wow. We're going to get into him right now, but we're going to name this new segment Game Time. Remember, I used to come out with a chant, what time is it? Game time. Coach just reminded me, that's what I started life with. Well, guess what, people? We are back, and it's game time again. And weekly, we will be graced with the presence of the great Michael Vick. MV, get in the building. What is going on, King?
One time for the one time. Appreciate that. I tell you what, Ray, your intro get better and better every time I check it out, man. You on to something.
Vic, we on to something. Bro, listen. Look, we gonna jump in this real quick, right? I just want to ask you, like, what does it feel like when people consider you one of the greatest to ever do it?
Instantly, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel accomplished, like I did something right. But on the contrary, I started to think about the rings. So you got things that I don't have. You got that hardware, and I'm like, I know it's a team game. Football is a team game. Basketball, pretty much all sports, if it's not golf or track and field of some sort.
Yeah.
So individually, it makes me feel accomplished. It makes me feel good. Like everything I set out to do, I did it.
Yeah.
With that collective effort, that team effort, that celebration at the end, that's what's missing. And it hurts sometimes. Because I won't say I was always on the best teams, man, but I respect the hell out of all my teammates, and I would have went to the end of the earth for them. And that's why I played so hard. That's why I stayed hurt. Like we wasn't always the most talented, even me in some regards, had flaws. And we all had stuff to work on. So, in hindsight, I look back and wish I'd have did some things different. And we'll get into that later in the show or at some point throughout.
We will. We will get into I want to get into the brain of Michael Vick. Okay, NFL is about to start. Preseason is over. And I need to know from Michael Vick, what offenses are you looking for this season? Who made the right signings? Give me what those offenses look like. Tell me, Vic.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this. I'm glad that Aaron Rodgers coming back to Green Bay. Because I think they got something special in Green Bay over there, and we've been watching Green Bay for the last 25 years, from the Brett Favre era into the Aaron Rodgers era.
Yeah.
And it continues to be more and more exciting. I hate to think about what's at the end of the road for this team, at the conclusion of 2021.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. So I'm excited to see them.
Randall Cobb is back. Randall Cobb is back in Green Bay.
Yes, Randall's back. The receiving corps is in full force.
Yeah.
Of course, Kansas City. Andy Reid on different flowing. So I can't wait to see the new concepts and give him an off season. He's gonna come back looking different.
How much do they have to prove, Vic, knowing that they went into a championship game, Super Bowl?
They don't have anything to prove. Nothing to prove. Just a chance to get back at it. Now, building the dynasty of internally, that's what they feel they trying to accomplish. Then I can understand that. Andy's done a good job of keeping everybody together. Addition to subtraction with some of the guys on the roster, but that's why he's the head man.
Yeah.
I tell you one team that's a shocker that I'm excited to watch: the Miami Dolphins.
Really?
Yeah, because they got Tua. He's a fellow lefty. And I don't see enough lefties into the league, and you got to be special for offense to change the whole dynamic, because you a left-handed quarterback. Most coaches don't like to get into that, but in totality, I think they got a great defense. I like Brian Flores, and they added some pieces offensively that can help too. In year two, you got to make that jump. So I'm excited to see what he gonna do this year, man, if he can pull it all together. So just a couple teams that I'm excited to watch, and obviously what happened with Cam, New England.
Oh,
We'll see if Mac Jones can hold it down. I mean, he got some time, but
yeah,
the bold move right there by Belichick. And if he make a decision like that, it's for a reason.
Yeah, it's got to be for a reason, right?
Yeah, no
yeah.
doubt.
So I'm gonna ask you another question, because I believe if you add Matthew Stafford with the Rams defense, that's a different ball club.
See, Matthew Stafford is so established that you can plug him anywhere. You can put him in Kansas City and he's gonna be effective. You can take him and send him off to Denver with Bridgewater, and you can swap them. Bridgewater, good quarterback too. I watched him train his offseason. Shout out to Teddy. But you can put him in Green Bay. You can put Stafford anywhere. But the fact that he landed with the Rams now make them contenders, without a doubt.
Deep into the playoffs for the NFC.
Yes.
Deep into the playoffs.
I don't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Why
would we, right? Why would we? First and foremost. So give me, give me your top three quarterbacks that Michael Vick's like to see play, that you're running home to see play. Who are you excited to see this year to see play, to sit there and say, wow?
I'm going to just be real. No offense, because I'm a quarterback guru at heart. Look, I love all 32 quarterbacks who line up behind the team in the National Football League.
Yeah.
I'm a quarterback savant. I love the quarterback position. But you asked me a question, I got to answer it, and I do run home to watch certain guys.
Yeah.
And I'll say one, Lamar Jackson. Lamar, he's super dope out there. He's crazy. And just exciting to see, because you just don't know what you're going to get. And it's
don't know what you're going to get.
Watching him like watching my highlight film.
That's it.
Different number on, different jersey, whatever. And then Patrick Mahomes. Like Patrick, just some of the throws that he make. I don't expect make a couple throws on the run, but the way he just go through the pitch and catch action.
Yeah.
It's unreal. He's so smart. And just know where to go with the football. He understands the offense and what needs to happen in order to keep the chains moving.
Yeah.
And
give me one more.
It was Deshaun Watson. Don't get to see him enough because he's an AFC guy. But if Deshaun's not out there, then Kyler Murray. And you notice all these guys are similar to my style of play. It's only right. It's only right. But with all due respect to guys like Josh Herbert, Justin Herbert, I'm sorry.
Justin Herbert, yeah.
Justin Herbert.
Josh Allen.
Matt Stafford, Josh Allen. Oh, hold up. Josh Allen, one of my favorites. After watching him in this preseason, bro, definitely in the top 5.
He's rough, man. He is rough.
Anybody who watch the way he's sitting in the pocket and how comfortable he look. I don't know if it's because he got all that money or because he understands the offense a little better. But he looks super comfortable, and it's going to be a problem in that AFC East.
Yeah. Buffalo got something. Buffalo got a full team.
And they got a coach.
Buffalo has a full team over there.
Yeah, and they got a coach, Ray. They got a coach, defensive-minded coach. I know you like that.
Defensive-minded coach.
I know you like that.
Absolutely correct. Look, I'm going to switch gears. College football. The great Michael Vick. Let's talk college football right quick. So, Virginia Tech, I have to ask you about this game. plays Alabama this weekend. De'Aaron King has been, I've heard some rumblings, he scrambles like Michael Vick. He has the heart like Michael Vick. If the University of Miami beat Alabama this weekend, does De'Aaron King become a Heisman hopeful?
Absolutely. It's all because of what's on the other side and what he have to contend with and deal with with the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yes,
First
sir.
of all, Nick Saban, you know, you got the head man walking players with him that's eager to get on the field and then get to the league in 2 years. They ain't playing over there.
He ain't playing.
You know, so, I mean, it's like the U, you know, in the late 90s.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? You know, one of them amazing Florida State teams or Virginia Tech in 99, I got to throw that out there.
Yeah.
But, you know, if King can go deliver, if he can just, you know, we always say put the team on your back.
Yeah.
We always say the quarterback got to be the captain of the ship and got to lead the charge. Sometimes you got to make some plays that you didn't even know that you was going to make. You got to go outside of coaching. You got to make some plays that's going to be a determining factor in the game. And, you know, I always prided myself off that. Even in college, like if I got off script a little bit, not just in scrambling, but if the play was designed to throw the ball a square out left on the left side and I ended up, you know, throwing a curve out backside because I had some one-on-one coverage or they played 3 or they broke the coverage, I'm playing the game.
Yeah.
See, it comes a point in time you got to play the game and take it out of the coach's hands. Not completely, but
no, I get it.
One way he respected. I
get it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump into this right quick. I ain't gonna hold you long. I know.
No, you good. You good. That's what I'm here for, Ray. I'm here for
Michael Vick. This is the
catching
great
up weekly.
Give me. So I got a few Heisman hopefuls, right?
Okay.
The QB from Oklahoma, Spencer Rattler.
Because I want to watch these guys this year.
Write it down because
I want to watch
we're
these
gonna be
guys.
together all year.
The name Spencer Rattler. Okay.
Spencer Rattler, quarterback for Oklahoma Sooners.
Okay.
The receiver that impresses me the most is Chris Olave. Chris Olave is wide receiver out of Ohio
State. Okay, I know him. Yeah, yes.
Route runner I haven't seen in a long time, bro.
Oh yeah.
He's just a dog.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you somebody who really impressed me is, and I'm not gonna mess up his last name, but DJ Ugalale, the Clemson quarterback.
Where he from?
Clemson quarterback.
Oh, okay. I had a chance to watch him last year. He filled in with Trevor Lawrence, I think.
Hey Vic, that's a football player. I'm telling you, that's a football player. From a defensive perspective, I'm gonna take the DN from Oregon, man, Kevon Thibodeau.
Yeah.
You got to watch this guy off the edge, bro. He's a problem. And you talk about a shutdown type corner, like Derek Stingley, right? Mm-hmm. So if you think about he's at LSU right now. His freshman year was probably his been highly ranked passing. I think they was almost last. But what he does from a shutdown corner side, he's a football player, bro. So there's just a couple of guys that, you know, I'm a big college football guys. DJ, out of all of those guys, and Chris Olave is probably my top 2 that I really want to see play. But I really want to pay attention to D and Kayvon as well. Yeah,
I tell you what, I really like the quarterback from Clemson. I won't mess his name up, but I had a chance to watch him. I think he subbed in for 2 games last year.
He did.
It was scary because I thought he was young. I think he's a senior. I think he's a little older. But if I'm not mistaken, he filled the void last year for Trevor Lawrence in 2 games, and he was very efficient. The receiver from Ohio State, I actually thought he was coming out this year, but he got all the intangibles of being a great one. You know, especially, you know, where he's at now, and then you know, who knows what's going to happen in the National Football League. And, you know, teams are always looking for great corners, so it don't surprise me that, you know, you got a corner on your list, a shutdown corner coming out of Clemson at that.
You know me. I'm looking at how to stop somebody from throwing.
Yeah.
You already know where my mind is going.
And most importantly, the quarterback that has to be on the field orchestrating the offense, because you done went through some in your day.
Trust me.
You done went through some.
Vic, I went through a lot.
You ain't have a quarterback till you got Flacco, I tell you that.
Vic, it was rough. The quarterback I had some warriors.
Yeah. You was with Tony Banks too, weren't you?
Yeah. Steve McNair.
Taking the people back, man. Shout out to Tony Banks. I'm a quarterback connoisseur, man. I'm a quarterback guru.
I love it. Hey, bro, listen here. We're going to do this weekly. You are magical. Your energy is amazing. I thank you for joining the show every week, bro. I am so excited to go further and further in the season. I'm excited that me and you got some things coming up people don't know about. We just gonna tell them to buckle up. Once again, thanks for joining the show, the great Michael Vick. He's just gonna jump in and just give you the Vick knowledge.
I can't wait till the season. I can't wait till the season start. People just don't know, Ray, man. They gonna know, man. They gonna know by the end of the year, man.
They'll know
that my football IQ is on another level.
It's always
and yours as well. And that's the reason why we coming together. And I think you allowed me to come on.
Yeah,
is because we always talk offense and defense.
Yep.
And it don't get no better than this. I'll leave it at that.
And so a lot of people, if you're paying attention to this, most of the time, Vic is going to be giving the offensive perspective, and I'm going to give the defense perspective. But you're going to have to choose a side. You're going to have to choose. Are you riding with the offense or are you riding with the defense? So it won't be as easy as you think it is.
That's what's up. Well, I look forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
I love it.
You too.
All right, brother. I see you.
All right, see you soon.
All right, baby. The great Michael Vick. I'm super excited, seriously, to have that banter with him, man. Just going back and forth. Every time we get with each other, we're always having these conversations. And I just told him one day, I was like, bro, we got to film this. Like, who talks like this? Who knows this type of insight, right, about the game, the way we talk about it? But look, checking in, man, life is amazing. Seriously, coming off vacation, dealing with some things. But I tell you what, like, we all have an opportunity to carry on. We all have an opportunity to make every day a good day. And one of the things that we're going to talk about, that's why we're going to jump into championship mentality very quickly with my coach, best friend, one of my best friends in the whole world, brother of mine. We keep each other accountable in championship mentality. But we're talking about, Coach, get on in here so we can have some conversation. I know we just got off the phone. You know, we stay on the phone, but that's good. But today, Coach, first of all, how you doing, brother?
Hey, man, it's a blessing to be alive these days.
Bro, was that what was me and that Michael Vick segment something else?
It's amazing, man, to hear the conversation from two great ones, man. I never forget that game he played against the Redskins, man. That first half when he was with Philly, and I just couldn't believe those stats. One day you got to get him to run off those stats. I just couldn't believe what I was watching, man. So always been a Michael Vick fan. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, so, you know, you grew up a Falcons fan, man. He is an icon in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Bro, and that's why I think me and his back and forth, I'm telling you, it's just going to be so freaking good. Like, I just love talking to him. He just has freaking incredible energy. And his knowledge, he thinks like me from a defensive perspective, right? Like, sometimes you have to change the math. The coaches can't do it all the time. Sometimes you have to change the math, you know? And that was kind of my game. And I think that's what it kind of flows into now, right? The importance of flexibility, Coach.
That's right. That's our principle for the day. You know, we've been dealing with championship mentality and principles for your mind, body, and spirit since March. And it's been overwhelming. We tapped into the body. For somebody that's really just joining us, now we're kind of on to the body a little bit. We talked about nutrition. We talked about the importance of having cardiovascular. We talked about even having a standard last week. But today we're talking about flexibility. And it's so important, especially to our listeners out there, our team that's growing. Man, the older you get, you tend to not pay attention to it. When we were younger, we had the Randy Moss thing. Man, we're not stretching. We don't need to stretch. Right. We didn't even know what a pulled hamstring felt like. Right. But the older you get, the more we're on computers, the more if you're sitting down at your job all day, you start getting these cramps, sciatica, and all these things. Flexibility has to be a part of your program when you're working with the body. And trust me being 53 years old, I'm telling you, Ray used to always tell me, bro, you need to do more yoga. We need to do more stretching. But I never listened like that. And I had to learn the hard way. And if you're not stretching, and you're not becoming more flexible, even when you got your mind made up to finally work out, you could get injured simply by not being flexible. So that's something that we could do every day. You could do it at home, anywhere. And ironically, Ray, we talking about flexibility with the body. How important it is for you to be flexible in this day's world. How important it is for you to be flexible within your mind, body, spirit, business. All those things play a role. Now, flexibility does not mean weak.
No.
You know, last week we talked about standards and not compromising. But in the day's world, man, it's like somebody coming to me to train. If you're not flexible, it's only so much we can do. It's like that rubber band. You know, you try to stretch it to get it started, but the more you keep stretching it, then it'll perform its function the same way with the muscles.
Flexibility is the key to stability. Flexibility, bro. Once someone has been contemplating, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna join a yoga class. I'm gonna start stretching more. I'm gonna do this. And we wrestle with ourselves day in and day out. But I'm telling you, if you want stability in your life, become flexible. Spend time with what it means. Last night I got done doing everything that I was doing, and I stretched for, oh my gosh, 10, 15 minutes. And it's been coming this routine over and over again. Now, of course, everybody knows I cycle a lot, and the biggest advantages of cycling, definitely for somebody my size, is flexibility, right? Because I'm probably 100 pounds more than anybody that's out there, you know? And you're talking about me getting on the bike, muscles tight, tensed up, everything. Listen to what I'm telling you. We have an opportunity with flexibility to take it to another level. I'm gonna share something with you, T, because this is something been in my spirit since last night, since we got off the phone. I want you to understand this. The tree that is unbending is easily broken. You ever notice a storm that comes by and the tree that is just won't bend? What happens? It snaps. But it's the exact same thing with human beings, right? The tree that don't bend, the person that doesn't bend, the person that's stuck on not figuring out different ways to plan A, that person is stuck, right? Because now you got plan B, C, D, E, F, and then you break. That's the person that's easily broken, but you got to be ready to bend. One of the things about a spiritual man, a man of God, is a man of God understand that patience does not come without flexibility. You have to have flexibility when you talk about patience, right? Because blessed are the flexible, as they will never be bent out of shape. You ever notice somebody who's practiced what patience means? They're flexible to almost every aspect of life, mind, body, and spirit. That's what makes our routines, right? I want you to think about what made our routine for 20 plus years so effective. You know how flexible we were? Do you know the things that we were doing? Do you know people don't know how many yoga teachers I had coming to my house with yoga upstairs, yoga Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? All of these things, bro. And I'm telling you, because of our flexibility, I truly believe we became not easily broken. Yeah.
Hey, man, so true. And you did do that over the course of the years, man. We did our work, a lot of training, but that stretching was always a vital important of our workout programs. And we employ all those today that's riding with us. Sure, you got that program working, you're doing your jacks, you're working on your body as well as your mind. But man, make sure you add stretching in there, flexibility. You don't have to be able to do a split day one. Keep it practical.
That sounds like a little joke hinted at me a little bit.
No, I'm just saying, if you can't go down right now, you can't touch your toes, that's okay. Just measure and see where you are, man. And each time, because you got to measure, you can see your improvement along the way. But it's a life lesson, man. Flexibility in your body. And I'm telling you, I mentioned it earlier, there's nothing worse than you finally meal prepped. You got your mind right.
Yeah.
You got your schedule set, but you're not flexible enough. And then you hop out there. What time is it? Game time. And then you pull something. And so that's our principle for the day as it relates to the body. And I love what you said about patience. Remember, patience is the fastest way to something you deserve.
Wow. That's why we live.
Patience is the fastest way
Yes, sir.
to something you deserve. So while you're being flexible, be patient. While you're being patient, be flexible. But never compromise your morals and your standards, but be able to adapt. All right?
Brother, let me tell you something. That's why every second that we have an opportunity to be on this mic, someone's life changes. And a lot of times, and we say this all the time, it's not necessarily someone else. Our life change every day. I get the opportunity to brainstorm with people that are like-minded. We keep talking about this, the flexibility, right? To finding the right people that's supposed to be in your circle. I'm telling you this. Take this opportunity. Coach, I appreciate you, but I'm telling you today I'm on fire because I figured out something. I'm telling you, like, our flexibility is the thing that gave us the patience to push through the tough times. Our flexibility gave us that time. Oh, flexible. And I tell people all the time, it's like nowadays, right? You have to understand what the trick is now. You said it earlier, right? Think about how many people sit down 90% of their day. Think about this, right? Think about how every gadget that man has created for us keeps us sitting down.
And neck bent.
And neck bent. Nothing rarely. On the only thing, watch this. Well, I'm gonna give you something that's good. The only thing that keeps your neck high, your abs tight, is looking up. It's the only thing. Because the only thing that will not keep you chasing the same things of yesterday is looking forward and not paying attention to yesterday. I'm telling you, Coach, I love it, man. I appreciate you, brother. This was absolutely amazing today. Championship mentality, the importance of flexibility. I truly hand in hand. King, be good, my brother.
Take care.
I'll hit you later.
All right.
Rounding up, and I won't be long. And I want you to understand this. I want you to understand true flexibility. God answers us in 3 ways when we talk about true flexibility. He says yes and gives you what you want. That's 1. 2, he says wait and gives you the best. 3, he says no and gives you something better. I'm telling you about, you got to understand what God is telling us is there's always a bigger plan. God bless you. Thank you for joining us this week. The importance of flexibility and always understanding how God answers us. It's only 3 ways. He gives you what you want. You wait and he gives you the best. He says no and gives you something better. But his plan has never failed. God bless you.